This is the most thinly veiled thing ever. If I were the Celtics, I would have said to that, I would have said to Garnett, don't blame me. I was here first. They still get some work to do here. You got to get rid of Lackey.
Welcome to 10.0, Chad Finn, Tony Massarotti. Red Sox have a few pieces.
They get themselves into this mess. It's their fault. Now they got to get themselves out of it.
He told me that he was interested in sports, so that was one thing he had. He had a tremendous enthusiasm, and he knew what he wanted to do. And once he told me he was serious about it, then I became very hard on his writing. I thought I was very hard on it. His phrase that he used over and over again was, "You're killing me, you're killing me."
I do remember reading his column, and I said to myself, boy, this guy can write. And I believe my producer called him and invited him on the show, and I was very impressed with him. And Tony obviously wrote well, and he spoke well, and I thought his voice was unique.
We had more than one guy imitating the voice when he was here in the locker room. I like the way he does it. I mean, he's Maz. He's the Maz I know on the radio, you know? He ain't holding back, and he's passionate about it, and I think people like that. What I think of Tony now is what I think of him when I first met him. Just being a high energy guy, enthusiastic, and he sort of made the guys around him better. They all liked him. He was a good guy to have on a team. Whether he was playing or not, you know, he just made everyone around him a little bit better.
He's very well informed about everything, and he talks very well, and he's a good speaker. That's the other thing. He can tell stories well. And he can get himself in and out of jams. I've listened to him when I'm going back and forth to work, and I say, let's see if you get out of this one.
Give us 2 days to go into the draft so we know what the hell is going on with our team.
I don't think they're going to be any worse with Beckett out. He was a sixth-inning pitcher, giving up 4 runs when he was there anyway.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to our 3rd annual Waltham Hawk Video Yearbook. I'm Tony Massarotti. In the next 30 minutes or so, we're going to take you through the 1990 season in Waltham High School football, game by game.
I told Tony years ago, I said, you know, I read people like Roger Angell, who in the New Yorker, who wrote long articles. I said, the thing about baseball writers or sports writers is sometimes I feel like I could have written it myself. And I said, the good thing is when you've written something that teaches people something new about the baseball, not just who won and who lost, but how do they do it? You know, what's their style? How does this guy swing versus that person? And to be that perceptive is what makes a writer to me.
I also like the fact that he stood up to the Red Sox, and in this town it was very difficult to do, and I've always said the 2 guys in Boston that had the most guts really were Dan Shaughnessy of the Boston Globe and Tony Massarotti of the Herald. I mean, they were good reporters.
I always saw Maz in the column. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it was like talking to him. He had his perception and his perspective, but it was always genuine, in my mind anyway. Of what I knew, that would be like I say, that was what Maz would write. It wouldn't be like he was writing it for someone else.
All the athletes that come through here, you get a certain affection for them, and it really reinforces itself as you see them grow year by year.
He's gone on and done some wonderful things, and he's done it in a humane way.
I think Tufts University should be very proud to turn out graduates like Tony Massarotti.